Very, very warm. Good evening, and literally, it's very, very warm here in Germany. This is Anwar Chaudhary. You're live on my YouTube channel, arunfoot. Yeah, in India, I think many of you would say um, not that warm, but for our standards, 30 plus degrees. And therefore, it's a very warm day. So I put a little water in my face before we started. So thank you very much, guys, for being back tonight for another live show and and discuss what all is happening in Indian football or not happening in Indian football. And first of all, I wanted to thank a few of you who reached out to me after last night's show. Again, people without knowing me asked who I am, what I do, why I have such clear-cut and strong opinions. And, I wanted to thank those people. And I'm someone who, you can question me 100%. But if you want to question me, know who I am to be able to question me. Do your homework. Just don't come on a channel and just say, hey, who are you? What are you saying? Blah, blah. You don't know your stuff and all. I try to answer everybody. I don't pick and choose. To me, everybody's equal. But to me, one thing is very, very important. And I've said this on this channel multiple times. I will try and get things across in my way. I will interpret things in my way as per my knowledge, my understanding of things. So just to clarify before we get into this today, because I think it is something that I felt I should say. And again, everybody's welcome. And if you don't like what you're hearing, you're free to leave. We're not forcing anybody to be here and listen to this. And I'd rather discuss it with people who are interested in the topics that we discuss, who are interested to maybe learn a few things, understand a few things better. And maybe the one other person might have some ideas where even I can learn something from you. So therefore, thanks a lot once again for the support. And yeah, let's get into it. Right, before we start, of course, as always, please like, share, and subscribe. We are at 1,469, so maybe we can get it at least about 1,470 today. And we had a lot of views over the last couple of days. And therefore, of course, that sets a certain level of benchmark. 66 likes yesterday. So therefore, like, share, and subscribe as always. And guys, thanks once again for your support. Hello, sir. One request to you, as I isn't anymore. Please do not use his photo with a jersey. Okay, I will keep that in mind, Blue, and if I'm using his photo, I will keep that in mind. Sir, texted you, please check. All right, Ogni will do that. Oh, I am very good. It's just a little too hot over here, more than 30 degrees in Germany. I know people in India will laugh about it, but for us, without aircon, ventilation, our houses here are built to keep the heat in very, very unbearable. Right. So therefore, feeling a little hot today. Your opinion about Alvarez going to Atletico Madrid? Interesting what Atletico is doing. Alvarez, of course, realized that he's not going to get past Erling Haaland, and and to me, Alvarez is a serial winner. Won a lot of trophies now for Argentina and for Man City. Influential player. So goodbye. And Atletico, Barca, both are trying to compete with Real Madrid. Did you saw Ashish Negi tweet regarding contract change of Anwar DFC? Manolo, there is anyway a question that the AIFF needs to ask in regard to the lengths of contracts of Anwar Ali. So therefore, there is a lot of questions regarding Anwar outside of his Mohun Bagan contract that needs to be asked. And the question is when this whole Anwar saga will be discussed in the right way, and then the real questions, when will they be asked? Very simply said, not about him, but also about his godfather. There's a lot of answering to do down the road. Again, let's wait for the 22nd. He's not going to go scot-free. Delhi FC is not going to go scot-free. Let's see what happens. Do you think the same scenario like Anwar happened in England or France? Do you think FIFA will step in or federation take strong action? Morally, something like this will not happen in England or France. The local PSC, again, my whole issue in regard to the PSC is very simple, that the PSC members have taken a decision in the interest of the player, despite confirming that the player is at fault. Right? They said it. Not in the second one, but after the first hearing itself. So therefore, I understand that you safeguard the interest of the player, but we're not talking about some small-time amateur player somewhere obscure in India who doesn't have enough money to survive. We're talking about a national team player of India, if fit, regular starter, who earns in crores. So that is, I think, the premise mistake that they have made. So therefore, yeah, that's where it is. That's where it stands. What kind of joke is going on? Delhi Anwar Ali deal first was till now. Again, bro, Ashish Negi has highlighted it. Again, as I said, there are a lot of questions to be answered regarding this whole, godfather and godson relationship. And at some stage, let's see what happens. At some stage, it will come out, I'm sure. At some stage, it will come out. I have no faith in PSC now. Manolo, let's see. Again, I think they turned somewhere the wrong way. Let's wait for the 22nd. Will Anwar see Goenka in his life? I don't think it will be a pleasant meeting. Forget Goenka. I think if some of the news I'm getting out of the Mohun Bagan camp is true, is that a lot of players are unhappy about it. And he will meet those players potentially in September or later in the national team. So some of his friends, long-time teammates, there will be conversations about things. And I think it will not go well. Harsh but true, we are only a cricketing country, not sporting country, so don't hope better if we have Cricket World Cup. Utkarsh, sad reality. I think football only reflects where India stands in sports. And to me, India never was, India never is a sporting country. It could be maybe at some stage in the future. But if you see, football just mirrors the mess across Indian sports. I think that most of the medals that have been achieved at these Olympics or in the early Olympics were individual laurels of these athletes that have put it in. It's like Nadeem winning the javelin for Pakistan. There is limited contribution in Pakistan to his success. It is mainly he himself, people in his village and others who supported him. And it's similar for most athletes in India as well, right? So this is a problem. If South Asia wants to be better overall, then it needs to do some things differently. How did Anwar pass the medicals? Manolo, that's a question that I've asked for the last 2 years. Nobody wants to come forward and answer the question. That, again, we're talking about these kind of things. I've said that. I was not saying it since yesterday. I've said it over the last 2-3 years. And there is no conversation on this topic. So that's the danger of where we are at the moment. So therefore, I hope at some stage there'll be conversations on this topic. So therefore, let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes. I think PSC can see the player will face problem, let him go with 5 lakhs. Not happening, Blue. Hi, Nishant. Welcome back. What you predict for long back, people don't believe right now. Is it happening? Oh, no, wait. You know, I can tell you how things are going and what's going to happen. And I always say I don't want it to go that way. What's happening? It's not the first time. It's not the last time. So that's the reality. A lot has learned from you about uniform performance. Thanks, Manolo. Again, as I said, nobody has to believe what I say. Nobody has to think and try and understand what I'm saying. But I leave it to you. If you want to, believe me, that these are the realities of Indian football. These are my experiences of Indian football. These are my learnings from international football, having worked in different parts of the world. Then believe me. If you don't, it's up to you. No one, again, as I said, no one has to be here. Will the health issue get discussed in FIFA if the great all go on is with Delhi AIFF, let them ban, then only everyone will understand. Blue, the FIFA issue is not a health issue. It's only about transfers, right? But I think there is a discussion that needs to be had at AIFF level, at a federation level. You know, so I would like to see if there are medical checks done, let's say before the September window, just to know what's the status of the players. Sir, we know about sporting culture in Japan and how developed they are, but very little people talk about Australia as a sporting country. Give view on that. Ogni, I think Australia more than Japan is a sporting country because, again, they've been successful at cricket, rugby. Aussie rule football is something which I once in a while watch when I'm on flights, and it's been showcased with no other sports live at the time, which I find is a crazy game. They're good in, you've had very good tennis players. They're good in athletics. They're good in swimming. Australia is football. They have been there in the World Cups. They're a country. Virgil Ramos, Rudiger, who's your favorite? I think I like attitude players, and in that way it would be, I guess, between Sergio Ramos and Antonio Rudiger. And I would say most probably Sergio Ramos. I think people hate to play against him. He's just a beast. Admitted you have some problems with East Bengal. Shumit, why do I have a problem with East Bengal? You know? Why? Why should I have a problem with East Bengal? If you are unwilling to accept truths, and you asked a lot of questions yesterday, and I think I answered them very clearly. I have an opinion because I'm allowed to have an opinion because I've worked in football than some of these people who are in the chat, right? Have that experience, knowledge. And I said on the first day what will happen. If you don't accept it, if the fans of a certain club doesn't accept the reality, that's not me who has a problem. East Bengal, I've said it when they came to the ISL, need to do the right things and learn. The ISL is a different beast. And East Bengal has been doing multiple problems over the last few years. And I said 2 years ago when Stephen came in, and Stephen is a good old friend of mine, that East Bengal will need 2-3 years to build a team. They built it under Stephen. Stephen, with all the criticism, left a base foundation there. Carlos built on it last season. East Bengal has done a very good transfer window this summer. I've said it multiple times. With Diamantakos, Mehdi Talal, Jackson, David, Devjit coming back to Kolkata. Good signings. But in this Anwar issue, East Bengal is wrong. And if East Bengal does something wrong, I will call it out. If Mohun Bagan does something wrong, I will call it out. I will even do it when my former teams, Mumbai City and Punjab FC, do something wrong. I did it. Mumbai City, when they had a fight in the Super Cup with Odisha FC, I called them out. But I had to also praise them when the players who created trouble were released, or they said we will release them at the end of the season. So I can say that I've left back a club that I created 10 years ago, which has some ethics, some morals, which is difficult in today's sports. So I don't have a problem with East Bengal. You know what? My roots, family roots are from East Bengal. I actually support East Bengal. But if East Bengal does something wrong, if any club does something wrong, I will call it out, period. If you like it or not, that's not my problem. That's your problem. If you can convince me that my viewpoint is wrong, convince me. If I'm wrong, I will say I'm wrong. You know? So that's the reality. Can East Bengal deny signing after medical checkup? Sushanta, theoretically, yes. But after all of this, do you think that a medical checkup will deny them of signing a player? Right? That's the question. You tell us you will talk about KFC players tomorrow. Now tell me about the player. Did I miss which player Sanskar was I supposed to talk about yesterday? Did I miss something? Did I miss something about some player? Maybe I did. Please remind me. Thapa Vishwa Mambe all on for Godfather chances are was more national team. No thoughts. Lou, I said this. This topic will come up in the national team. Manolo anyway has a problem, right? Manolo has anyway a problem because the mood in the camp was not good towards the end of Igor's team matches. There were a lot of problems in the team. Now let's see. Another problem. Manolo, again, I've done a video on it. If you want to, do watch it. And because I felt that the Manolo did a very good job in his press conference yesterday. I liked how he did it. And but it's a challenge. And again, this is an added problem for Manolo. Let's see how he handles it. Do you think Anwar Ali will also associate with other? Yeah, of course, Agni. That's already happening. Who elect these PSC members? No one elected them. They were appointed by fighting some of these. Yeah, Manolo, we've discussed it. I hear the East Bengal fans attacked a reporter and he is in the hospital now. Do you think any action will be taken against the East Bengal fans? AK3814, yes. I saw some stuff. Supposedly a reporter from Extra Time was injured. He's in a nursing home in Kolkata. Others were also supposedly attacked. And I've said this, right? That this toxic environment is a huge danger. And it doesn't matter which club you support. You should be agreeing to what is right and what is wrong. That's why I said, Kerala Blasters at the time, when Ivan Vukomanovic said, I'll walk out, Sunil Chetri, whatever. The first thing is the decision. The second thing is walking out of a football game, right? And the Blasters fans, I don't know, they today see it differently. Their management surely isn't happy, but of course they haven't talked about it. That's the other problem, that the managements, you don't want to hear from your managements what is the truth. The managements are not willing to tell their fans what is true, because fans think they know everything. They understand everything. And it's very, very difficult to explain to fans. You very often know what people want you to know, and you do not know a lot of things that are happening in the background. Right? And that is something which one needs to understand. And therefore, attacking a journalist who is doing his job, unacceptable. I wish the young guy all the best and a speedy recovery. But my fear is, as I've said, the next derby could sadly get bloody. There is anger boiling on both sides, and I don't know how people will control that. That's a sad thing. Any plan of doing live with subscribers someday? Guardiola, none at the moment, to be honest. Maybe something to consider in the future. Couldn't say it yesterday, but thanks for being there for Indian football. It's great to have found you. Thank you, Ripam. Again, this really helps, so that's the thing. Settling in foreign and talking about Indian football, better talk your footy in your country. Shumit, sorry. I've now done work in Indian football for 26 years. I'm not even born in India, I'm born in Germany. So you know what? I come with an understanding of football that most people in India don't have. Why? Because I'm born and brought up in Germany in a football environment and an understanding. I know what I've done. You are commenting on an online platform, right? You don't seem to like me, but you're back here for a second day. Very interesting, right? I know what I've done for Indian football. Ask your club officials, ask Godfather what they've done for Indian football, and then let's compare notes. These guys, none of them have done for Indian football what I've done. I know that for myself. I don't need to boast about it. I know it, right? East Bengal, Mohun Bagan wouldn't be playing ISL if Arunawar Chaudhary wasn't there. Do you know that? No, you don't. But I know what I've done. I went there 2 years ago to try and avoid the FIFA ban, right? So you don't tell me what I should do or not do. If you think this is fun for you, please, I will counter you. Give me an argument. You don't have an argument, right? Learn, understand, and then let's have a discussion about things. That's the reality. So I was going to ask this yesterday. So Anwar's new contract with you will be based on DSC contract till 2026, right? What about the other DSC contract on Saturday? Now hearing this change. There is this question, Ripam, about the contract of Anwar Ali with DFC. Because it doesn't work. So there is some sort of problem in it. And if this goes to FIFA, I'm interested to see what happens to Delhi FC and the player. Simply said. What happened to Pritham deal is happened or not? Not done yet. Why Goa dragged into this controversy? Gaurav, because FC Goa signed the player after Mumbai City found the player unfit due to his heart condition and said, we're not signing the player despite signing him from the Indian Arrows. Goa first, Mohun Bagan second, potentially East Bengal third have signed the player. And I know the doctors at Mumbai City who said he should be playing football. That's my question. Yes, Adiola, I just spoke about the doctor. If Anwar is unfit to play, then how he get passed for the national team medicals? Orik, very good question. Why have the AIFF been playing overage players over the decades? Ask the AIFF that. And when you say our player potential is to play in the lower division of Europe League, what about Gurpreet Amrinder? All of them are a league. None of the players have. And sir, following question, in footballing term, everyone praises Japan. So what Iran? They also have been top of Asia a long time. How's the infant development? Ogni, Iran is in a mess. Has been, right? Politically. And they have produced talent. They've brought players of origin across who played. And their best players have played in Europe for some of the biggest teams. I always remember. And Ali Day played for Bagan, Karim Bagheri as well. They've had great players. So therefore, infra, nothing there. Development. Listen, India's infra is better than Iran's, but the league is stronger. You saw last season when, Nasaji played against Mumbai City. Let's see. Do you think in Olga saga Mumbai is guilty or not? Abhishek, different time, different ways. We can go back also to 2009 and the Baichung Bhutia story. Right or not? No, they were not right. Mohun Bagan wasn't right at the time. Baichung Bhutia also. There have been multiple tussles about it. Has it been right? No. Chima Kiri will tell you stories. In those days, things used to be different. Now you are in the ISL framework. You are in the international framework. You have to follow the rules. And this is something that if it had been the other side, way around, I would have said it. Doesn't matter. Please call me names if you guys think that will help you. But to me, what is right, and what is wrong is wrong. And now there is easy form of truth is truth. Guardiola. How to distinguish facts from lies? Well, I always say choose wisely who you follow. Choose wisely who you listen to. Right? Some of the so-called biggest heroes of Indian football are the biggest frauds, cheaters, scamsters. What else to say? I was discussing earlier today with someone I know for long time, over 2 decades. And I was telling that person, why do I have this weird feeling that in 2024, with all the possibilities, we in Indian football are worse off, than 20 years ago. It was a lot simpler, of course. It was a lot simpler. A lot of things were simpler 20 years ago. But somehow things on the field also were better. By the way, page to first break under the claim pressure kit was also offered. Okay, interesting. Toral 5 crore answer almost 5 crore is 4.8. What's your view where one side must get a foreign players in the same level as Indian player almost? Sanskar, I've said it multiple times. Our Indian players are way overpaid, and I'll stay. That's a fact. So therefore, for me, I've said this: the best team in regard to the transfer window. If you look at it on what they spent, of course, Toral sounds a lot, but look at what the other clubs have paid for their foreigners. I think Mumbai City have done the best job, period. One thing I like about Stephen is laid good foundation wherever he go, but one thing missing, he could not go next level. Yeah, but he left at the time. Ask AIFF remove the president. Shumit, yeah, I can tell that. But who am I to tell the AIFF to remove their president? Simply said that. Mumbai City FC leave Royston after OFC vs Mumbai City FC fight. Yes. Exactly. Gives news foreign striker players. I have not heard it. He himself is corrupted and you expect Indian football will be in good. Shumit, so if one person is corrupt, at what different level it is, right? Can you prove he's corrupt? First question, right? I always love this in Indian football. And the others have to then break the law. You're fine with that? I have at least been brought up by my parents and the way I've been brought up to try and do the things in the right way. Whatever other people do around me. So that's the question. There has been a violation. And that needs to be justified, right? So, yeah, that's it. Manolo said in pieces, Indian players are comfortable in ISL and doesn't want to go out of comfort zone to learn. Do you think any Indian player will listen to him and try playing in J2, La Liga 2. Mayank, what did he say? He said what I think everybody knows. They're happy with because of the money. He didn't say it, but he meant it. Money is spoiling the character of the players. And you're talking about La Liga 2. Do you think any of our players are capable of playing in La Liga 2? I've put this open challenge on this channel to any Indian player to come by the end of this month to Germany. National team player. Come, Remscheid. I'll get you a contract. 300 euros. Let's see how you survive. 6th division Germany. Because these kids who play in our team, most of them have played under 17, under 19 Bundesliga for different teams. Right? That is the level. That is, but they're not going to do it because they think you're saying La Liga 2. Some of them think they should be playing La Liga. That reality check of how good or bad you are is not there. Right? And those guys who have had the opportunity to go and do something and then maybe stay and then build on it, they are offered ridiculous money that they at some stage then come back. Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, when he came back from Stabæk and joined BFC, X times the money he was earning in Norway. Som Kumar, coming back from Slovenia, from Ljubljana, to sign for Kerala Blasters. X times the salary. Will he play? Will he now replace Sachin? Very interesting to see. Let's have that discussion about so maybe in 2 years. So that is another thing, that potential talent. Jay Gupta, Ishan Pandita, were all in Spain. Where were they playing? 5th division, 6th division? Right? Are we seeing new manipulation like age fraud similar to that we're seeing Anwar medical mystery box? Age fraud is much worse than this whole Anwar case. Vinit Rai, how do you see him? I like Vinit Rai. It's a kind of, we have few of that kind of players, taller, who can play in defensive midfield. You can put him into wing back positions if needed be. So therefore, yeah, Vinit Rai. I would have liked to have kept him at Mumbai City now that Apuya is gone, but he left before Apuya left, so therefore I think Mumbai City didn't have an option. But I would have liked to have kept Vinit Rai, right? So, yeah. East Bengal looks better than FC Goa this season. What do you feel, sir? Gaurav, I agree with you. East Bengal look like a team that can challenge for the playoffs, but I don't see him yet. Let them settle down. I would like to see them settle down, but if they can challenge Mohun Bagan and Mumbai City, that would be the, Manolo will give more Goan player a chance. So, but you don't know. Again, you're making an assumption. He has had a lot of players at FC Goa as well as Hyderabad FC. He knows most of the players. And the same, again, we don't have a pool of players where we can say, throw these 10 players out, we'll bring these 10 players in. We don't have that. Our seasoned, experienced players are the best, according to me, at least in the system at the moment. That's our problem. Yeah. So therefore, that's the reality as where it is. So, yeah, let's wait and see. Again, not an easy situation. A bit of Manolo's tactics, please. Ripam, Manolo likes to play an organized game. Always strong defense. 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. Sorry. Always have one or two creative guys who are sort of creates the opportunity chances. Always had a striker who can score goals. But again, for him, this puzzle Indian national team will be something totally different than what he's done at club level. I think that's the, that's the reality. So therefore, that's the thing. If East Bengal is smart enough, they should cancel sign after medical. Well, no, he's not fit for playing football. Rishanto, I don't know what kind of deal they have in place. And again, I thought he would sign today. I don't know what happened. He came with a lot of fanfare early in the morning and still not signed. For example, it was good time for Chankit to look abroad at this age, but he chose extension Mumbai. I do not think Liston Thapa will go out of comfort zone and look abroad. Man, Chankit to me is a little different. Chankit, with friends, I helped 5 years ago to get a trial at Viking Stavanger. They would have kept the player, got a ridiculous offer in India and returned. Let's see if Chankit takes that jump again. Let's wait and see. East Bengal will not cancel Anwar Ali just because of the health issue. If they had really think about cancer, then they have never come in all the saga. Sanskar, yeah, potentially right. As per report, Mohun Bagan is a 94 crores as revenue. This is whopping figure. Only such a one knows how to spend and make money. Where does 94 crores income come? Mohun Bagan has more probably lost about 50 to 60 crores, if not more. Where could you, Afreen or Shubhankar, whoever's written it, could you tell me where you have this? What's the source of this information? 94 crores. If 94 crores was being earned by an ISL team, it would have been headline news in the economic papers or in the sports business field. This number looks unrealistic. I don't want to give a statement, so I don't think they will do anything like that. But let's see. Anything surprise you regarding info, positive, negative? Yeah, there've been lots of surprises probably over the years. I have observed about Manolo Ali is he trusts senior players, but if needed, he will not back out benching all the big attitudes in the national team and play some new faces who will play with pride national team. Mike, let's wait and see. As I said, club and country is a different thing. If you think about club, he's always had a very strong foreign centre back. Players like, for example, at the moment, Oday. Yeah, let's wait and see. I don't know. Again, national team and club is a different thing. Club, you've got options, and you depend on the foreigners. 94 revenue isn't shit. That's what I also think. 16 or 19 crore is revenue more. Other revenues, the Moiga Group small clubs investor, and it does not make any sense. Yeah. It's sponsoring their own clubs, so 90 crore came together. No way possible. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. What was the token thing in earlier in the football transfers? Remember, it's not Indian, it's Kolkata. So you had a token. You had a token which the player had, and he used to give it to the club that he would play for. So therefore, sometimes clubs used to take the token and put the player 2 weeks in a hotel and then get him on board. There were crazy stories with this whole tokenism. Shofik, I'll be there on 18th in the stadium, me being East Bengal fan, and I have to cross the Kadapar area filled with Mohun hooligans this time. It's going to be bloody for sure. Very sad. Shofik, you say that as an East Bengal fan. I've heard the same thing from Mohun Bagan fans, and the question is the rhetoric, on both sides. This whole Anwar issue on top of that, I'm very worried, to be very honest, because you need rivalries in football. Be rivals on the pitch for 90 minutes, but after that, before and after, you should be able. In Germany, we say before and after, you should be able to sit together in a pub and have a beer. Maybe in Kolkata, you'll have a chai or a cold drink or whatever. And this seems not to be possible anymore. If I see the toxicity that is there between the fan bases, I would be very worried. And if I was in Kolkata, I would think twice if I would actually go to the game or not. What happened? Vignesh, where is going? East Bengal also in other clubs. I thought he was going to Chennai, I think was the closest, but again, it's not confirmed. Kulnan Chobe told that he will install HD camera for I-League and also promised to broadcast matches on prime time this season. Average footy, let's wait. It's, yeah. It is, let's wait and see. The I-League has its own set of problems. And again, I think Kulnan needs to make commitments, and he's doing that And again, we've had a lot of commitments and they've not been kept, sadly. Vignesh going to CFC is the rumor. Yeah, I thought so as well, Blue. But it's not done yet, right? This case also should be at the PSC. I don't know if it was discussed at PSC or not. Kalyan is fake promises. Where is VR? Yeah, Blue. That's what I said, yeah. AK3814. I was part of Manjapar. I'm also unhappy with Ivan's walkout decision, but just like the manager, we were forced to support him because we needed him. Interesting. AK, I would like to know why you were forced. You don't need anybody. No coach, no player, no other individual is so important to a club that you will not be able to achieve something. The institution of a club, should be bigger than that. Indian football should be bigger than all the institutions of clubs. Now, that's the challenge that I see. Right? So therefore, it's an interesting one because again, I remember we had a lot of Twitter spaces on the topic, also speaking in English on this, and most of the Blasters fans actually seem to support. That was my understanding at the time, and I know some who still say that it was right. God of War derby is controlled in Germany. Suppose the same situation happened in Germany, controlled by the police. And it's not just Germany. Across Europe, you don't allow both sets of fans in at the same time. Normally, you get in the away fans earlier, come in by special trains, have to stay in the stadium most probably half an hour after the game, and then are released so that there is no interaction. So that's the one thing that you try and segregate the fans clearly and don't allow them to come together. 3 clubs is not here to correct things. Ask AIFF to clear their mess first. Shumit, and this is where I disagree. Mohun Bagan, East Bengal, and Mohammedan Sporting are institutions of Indian football, and they should they are creating a mess also, right? So they should be there doing the right things, and they are not doing the right things. That's the concern that I have, right? That's the concern I have, that East Bengal and Mohun Bagan and Mohammedan Sporting, to me, need to do the right thing. What is right, not only for them, but for Indian football. That's what I'm saying, Indian football. Right? So therefore, that's the thing, which I think needs to be looked at. So therefore, I don't know. Sir, if Anwar's signing is illegal, can FIFA nullify it? Yeah, Red Nose, they can. Clubs are also responsible along with it. Exactly. This is something which you need to understand, I think. Not every blame has to be on, on the AIFF. Every stakeholder has his or her role to play. And that's the reality. Everybody, even you, even I, all of us have to play our roles. Steven Jovetic, Kerala Blasters new striker I'm talking about. I don't think he's confirmed, so I can't talk about it. When Citigroup bought Mumbai, people thought they would do something highly volatile business with big signings, but they have been sustainable till now. And Mayank, again, that's the perception. The only club that they've been doing that is Manchester City. All the other clubs, they have been very controlled around the world. See, that's the problem. Do you think FC Goa will also good rivalry in the future after MCFC comeback? Yeah, there have been good matches between those 2 teams over the years. Also, same is it happening or not? That's why I'm asked to announce. Sanskar, to me, Steven Jovetic, not done yet. Do or know what I help Indian players to practice in Germany? Shumit, I've tried. I've done it in the past. Not only Germany. So to me, I can do that, but there needs to be the will and desire on the player's part as well, right? I want to think which player can cope with the level of rod. Surya Changte most probably. Maybe Apuya, and then it gets tough. Guys, comment carefully, show respect to someone's knowledge. Thank you, Ogni. And with there, on that topic, just a quick one. Those of you who haven't, please subscribe to arunfoot. If you haven't, please do that. 1,471. Thank you all who have subscribed. And those of you who haven't, please like this video, which you're doing today. 20 likes so far, so quite low. So let's get it higher. And of course, if you share it, more people could potentially join it. Romeo Fernandez played in Brazil, top division, Atletico Paranaense. Yeah, he trained, but he didn't play, right? Roberto Mendes Silva, Beto, who used to play for Mohun Bagan and Dempsey, and then later on for Churchill. He is the one who's organized it. Changte, Puya, and Sal all can play in abroad if they want. Changte, Puya can, Sal, I have my doubts. So are you open to share your knowledge to other YouTube channel as collaboration? Potentially, yes, Ogni. Why not? Most of the current players can't play in foreign leagues. Just current example, as Chile can't even make it into the match day squad of Cologne FC. Yeah, so very well said. Which Changte will plays in Germany's 6th division and playing in Mumbai? Changte to me is a player who most probably could play higher. But I think, yeah, here with the competition that there is, I think Changte would improve. Yeah. Hi, Ika Kante. Welcome back. Don't worry, East Bengal still do 6-3 against Odisha, Football Odisha. Let's see. Karablast last signing, nothing done. What makes Xabi Alonso's coaching so special? Guardiola, Xabi Alonso is someone someone who's seen it all, done it all. Yeah, be it at Liverpool, be it at Real Madrid, be it Bayern Munich. He's played for 3 of the biggest clubs in world football. And he already, if you see the way he played, if you see the way he had understanding of football, then it is something special, I feel, right? So to me, the success at Bayer Leverkusen is not by chance or by fluke. It is because he was able to get the players he wanted. And he also worked on trying to create that structure at Bayer Leverkusen to be successful in the short, mid, and long term. You know? So to me, that's the challenge that I think the challenge that is to a manager like Xabi Alonso. And again, but if you're a player and Xabi Alonso stands in front of you, says to you something, you will believe him. You will know that he's, that'll be very interesting to see how he does in the coming future, because he is, the brightest or one of the brightest coaches of his generation. So let's wait and see. Thank you, sir, because of you have a better understanding football now. Shanto, thank you very much. And thank you. I do enjoy these interactions, and I am not someone who runs away from an argument or argumentation, and therefore, if someone wants to challenge me, please do. If you have the right arguments, I'm willing to say that I'm wrong. So therefore, I don't have a problem with it. I know a lot of people in Indian football will never do that, but again, that's me. That's the way I've been brought up, and I'll do it that way. As per economic times, 100 took 14 crore loss. I'm sure that by for profit. Wow, where do they get those numbers from? There is no Indian football club who's making profit. That's why I'm saying that, again, the numbers, don't believe the numbers that are out there. 14 crore loss. Look at the numbers. 14 crores doesn't add up. Sir, can FIFA overrun was signing for East Bengal? Shuman, potentially yes. It's not 94 last year, only that break-even point, so profitable club. Or in the Mohun Bagan is not a profitable club. Mohun Superjan report revenue of 94 crores for financial year 24, a modest increase from 90 crores in the previous financial year, even as net loss increased to 40 crores, 5 lakhs during this period. Full news. Okay, interesting. But my numbers would be, rather than talking about 14 crores, I would rather say about 50 crores. What Bengal fans have shown is beyond this. Akhil Wasan has got a limit for everything now. We can't even meet at the airport. That would, yeah. You said the Anwar and East Bengal deal will never happen. Now, what's your take now? Abhijit, I said it will never happen. I said it could. If it could happen, it would happen. Then there would be bans, transfer bans on the player, and it would happen if it happened summer 25, winter 26. But the PSC, has taken a stand, which, according to my reading of the laws, are wrong. So therefore, I stick to what I say, and therefore, yeah, that's it. This report has come out Economic Times. Rahul, numbers don't add up. Speak to the people in the background, they'll tell you other stories. So many stories I heard about diamond system, all that and more. Do you know what that was? Yeah, his formation was 4 at the back, 3 and then 2 and then 1. That was sort of the diamond formation that used to have in the 90s. Is there any court proceeding on the topic of allegations raised by Baichung and other AIFF? Any updates on that? Shohardo, not that I know of. Yeah, 94 crore revenue. Where does that come from? Yeah, anyways. Is there an incoming nurse or not in terms of domestic player? Sanskar at the moment, let's see. But at the moment, they try to, and yeah, let's see. Please check this. Yeah, I've read it. What's the issue of the clubs? Can he be future nationally forward? Let him, let him perform maybe another season in the I League like that. And yeah, future of Indian national team, I don't know. Should government of India consider PIO players for the sake of Indian football development? Shaptashi, yes. In my opinion, yes. It's something that I've been fighting for now 23 years. I started in 2001 when I first raised the topic with the AIFF, with Mr. Dasmunsi at the time as the president. Albert Colasso, Professor Patel, Kushal, even with Kalyan, I've spoken to the government. My PIO card was sent to FIFA in 2006. So yes, we've tried. So far, sadly, none of the governments in the last 2+ decades have wanted to do something. Overall, they may be in loss, but very close to break even, not even close. Again, if that's the story, I would go and call it a planted story. No ISL club is close to breaking even. ISL starting match, not finalized yet. Yeah, will be announced, I guess, in the next 2-3 weeks. You made me a subscriber. All the best to you. Thank you, Shumit. Thank you, Shumit. Good to see that. Good you're following. Do you think was also top heavy side? Pepra, Noah, Luna, and foreign striker means they had not sent foreign DM and backup of the Luna foreign striker. Yes, Sanskar, this seems to be a trend this season, right? Multiple teams, foreigners up front. That's something which seems to be happening on a regular basis. And yeah, let's wait and see if the teams can play in that way. Guys, please like the stream. Thanks, Surya. Not breaking even if you follow the report. Some of the sponsors are from RPSG itself. Yeah, Blue, that's the point, right? Again, it's like a City Football Group, PSG, reducing their real losses by overinflating income. Do you think Indian footy fans always believe half-baked news rather than getting to know real statements? Then sadly have to say yes. So that's a very good observation. Good evening, Abhishek. Welcome back. What's a good place to start rewatching European football? In an Indian context, see if on Hotstar there are maybe old matches. Check if you've got a fan code account that were, they would also be, maybe they have something. Even YouTube, unofficially, internet, you'll find a lot of interesting matches. What's your views on CFC? Sanskar, looks interesting what Owen Coyle is putting together. Let's see if he gets the puzzle going a little earlier this season and challenging for the top. Also checking last year's Bundesliga ranking. How was Stuttgart so good last season? Yeah, VfB Stuttgart, very talented manager, Sebastian Hoeneß. Very good players. Again, they've lost a lot of them, but Anton, Girassi, both have gone to Dortmund. Undaf has been brought back. And interesting was last season they sold Wataru Endo to Liverpool, right? And everyone was worried, oh, Stuttgart is going to fall apart, but they didn't. Played some, I think with Leverkusen, they played the best football. That's why in the end they finished second ahead of Bayern. So yeah, great season for them. So can you explain what is the highest duration of contract in Indian football? FIFA says 5 years, it also says 8-9 year contract. What is the highest duration in India? Normally, duration should be 5 around the world. Chelsea has found a loophole, and therefore they not only signed 8-year contracts, but they also spread out the contract transfer fees. And to me, I've worked around the system. But again, those loopholes, that's why you see a lot of these clubs have now done sort of a lot of I buy your player, you buy my player, things of profited sustainability in English football. Let's see. Do you think there should be 4+1 foreign rule instead of 3+1 team would be able to play one more foreign instead of an Indian player eventually? As the Indian player demand and December salary store and Indian quality. I don't think so. I think the four player, it's no longer 3+1, it's 4. This season doesn't have an Asian quota anymore. So therefore, I think that's the right rule. I don't think 5 players would be good. We already don't have enough players. If you've got 6 players in, the likelihood of us finding, 5 foreigners. If you put 5 foreigners in, the likelihood of us finding a striker doesn't work. How shall we transform Leverkusen? Is the mindset or tactics belief? It's first of all the tactics of the coach, but it's also the mindset in Leverkusen. Leverkusen is also used to be called Vizekusen. Vizekusen means runners up. So therefore, that's also that he changed the mindset. Man City wins Shields and Community Shields. What's the view on that? Sanskar, again, penalty shootout win against United. Important, I think, for the mindset. Let's wait and see what the clubs do in the Premier League when it starts. Is there any update? Fixtures of September India matches? Amal, nothing at the moment. I think I and you and all of us are waiting for updates from the federation on what could be sort of potential match dates for the September window. Again, there are going to be 3 matches between India, Mauritius, and Syria. Each one is going to play each other in the Intercontinental Club. Pujan, welcome back. Joyce, Bengal, how are you doing? I'm doing fine, Pujan, even though it's very hot in Delhi. I don't know how the weather is in the UK. But here in Germany, it's very, very hot, even though I see you in the photo with the scarf. I hope you're doing well. Yes, Buckingham is a gem of a coach for Indian football, won against Norwich City as soon as he got into championship class. It's still early. Let's see. He's the best young coach we had in ISL. Abhishek, yeah, Des Buckingham. And again, Des Buckingham would have never come to India if there wasn't a City Football Group, right? Des Buckingham or even Peter Kratky now at Mumbai City wouldn't have happened. Why clubs broadcasting is so low, even though we have a football culture in Kolkata, Kerala, Goa? What's up? Because the so-called, let's call it the so-called football culture, is not as big as a representative as we think. I think that's the biggest problem at the moment. We are thinking, we are in a bubble, right? We discuss Indian football on a regular basis. I don't know how many people do that. If Indian football was as big as some people tell me it is, then, we wouldn't be now 43 people discussing Indian football, right? So that's the situation as it stands. So therefore, let's wait and see what happens. I find Bundesliga matches more entertaining than La Liga. Raj, I understand. I'm brought up in Germany. To me, it's always been about German football. I prefer the Bundesliga over any other league. So yeah. England, Portugal not lifting trophies, surprising? Not at all. Not surprising to me. Mohun spent the most money in the ISL. How they will profit? They have to spend less on the players if they really want profit from ISL, but they will not do that. Yeah, Sanskar. How do you Edmund decision in Canada playing? Well, he's back. He's playing with Inter Kashi. He just trained for 2 weeks over there. Even Jamshid Meg was very surprising. Was the club just gives sugarcoat information. Exactly, bro. Now you're properly reading it. Nearing 1.5K now. That thanks, Moinok. At this chance opportunity, please like, share, and subscribe. 1,472. 28 people to go to have 1.5K. So those of you who haven't, please subscribe to the channel. And those of you who have, thank you very much for your support as always. And as I say, let's grow the community. We're doing it slowly. 37 likes on this video. Get some more in. Thanks a lot for your support, everyone. AIFF will allow to this is Bengal series showing probably. Shomik, they will have to allow it because that's what the Player Status Committee said, right? Thoughts on I-League club meeting with the AIFF president? Oh, yeah, that should be the most normal thing, right? The president should be meeting the clubs and talking, So therefore, yeah. How do you see the audience awareness in football in India? Are they equipped? I think the fans think they are equipped, but they're not. Sorry to say that. Do you think Hyderabad can play ISL this year? Here, the deficit is helping them and a possible finding an investor to pay off all the bans for them. Shoddo, at the moment, looks tough. 3 days to go. 15th is the cutoff date. So far, I've not heard, anything. Investment football may take place out of passion. It's not so easy to be profitable, especially in Asian circuit. Fans also go a lump sum amounts to the club. Yeah, Pooja, that's true. But again, the problem is now that the cost through the ISL days now has gone up so much that how much would fans contribute? That's the point, right? You need those investors putting in the money. Good evening, sir. Hope your mother is doing well now. Yeah, Ishan, she's doing much better, but she is at rehab, so she's there for 3 weeks. That's the reality. Not Chelsea FC. Yeah. Do you think English market is inflated compared to Germany and Spain? I think every market around the world is inflated. Even the German one is. This was different. At least that's what. That's the. You don't leave a football field, even if there was a wrong decision. And the second point is, in my opinion, I feel it wasn't, right? Sunil was in his right to do that. And Adrian Luna now has said, right, I should have put my foot out. So, yeah. As of now, the AIFF doesn't care about building anything related to football, but in your view, let us know at your time what was in your football management pathway at the time, or was budget? Or was budget is the issue? Abhishek, to always say the AIFF is not trying, I think would be wrong. The budget has been a problem for a while. I think one should not forget how big India is. You have to keep all the state associations happy. That's another challenge I think that Indian football has. A very big challenge I think that Indian football has. And you have to try and find solution to those problems, right? So therefore, to me, those problems are tricky, are dicey. So therefore, for me, I don't know if and how we're going to sort it. But um, if I see when I first interacted with the AIFF in the late 90s, early 2000s, the secretary used to be sitting in a small office. Alberto Colasso, when he came in, it was a small, dingy office in Fatorda. And it's not the developed Fatorda, it's the old, simplistic Fatorda. 2005 FIFA built football house. So that is when it all centralized and started working. But the AIFF is nowhere near where it needs to be. But for that to happen, it needs much, much more funding. That's also reality. That's why I'm saying that the danger is if FSDL pulls out, FSDL puts in a lot of money and effort into running, than it was in the past. So therefore, let's wait and see. Very difficult. You worked around the world in football. One thing shocked Indian football. Mali, the not realizing where you stand in world football very often to me is something which I realize a lot of people who work in Indian football sometimes is very hard to understand. Looks like Prem will be a two-horse race between City and Arsenal as Klopp left Liverpool. Blue, let's wait and see. I think Manjapara support him because they didn't want to go against the local fans' emotions. See, that's the thing, right? Even the boycott decision a few years ago wasn't Manjapara's choice. We were all against it. Some of us, including myself, went to the stadium by Manjapara to officially support the boycott. Okay, understand. As with 3, Mohun Bagan, Ismail Mohun City FC horse race or more horse will join the race. Sanskar, difficult to say. How do you see the partnership of ownership with City Football Club have Mumbai City as well as Indian football? Some pros and cons. Harry, I think we were just discussing Des Buckingham. I think without City Football Club, you wouldn't have had a Des. I think Kratky wouldn't be there now. Some of the foreigners, the foreign scouting, that's been good. I would like to have had more opportunities for our Indian players in the City Football Group. But again, I think it's a little difficult because internally, it's not so easy to say, listen, you allow 2 Mumbai City players and your players go here, there and everywhere. It's not, it's not so easy. And I hope that down the road, they build their own academy infrastructure, which is difficult in Mumbai, given the realities out of own experience. And that would be something I hope that they do in the future. Max Bayer from Hoffenheim to Dortmund, is it? Maximilian Bayer, very talented player. And to me, going to Dortmund, let's see if he can achieve it. Maxi Bayer, a lot of potential, very young. Great season last year at Hoffenheim. So let's see if we can make it at Dortmund or not. Even Kabaddi got more viewership in football last year. Yeah, Blue, that's what the stats are saying. But again, I'm saying economic figures are being put out. I've seen some other figures. So let's see. Our topic, which we even call weather, is hot, but when it compared to India. Morally, again, as I said, you guys have fans or ACs or whatever. In India, 30 plus degrees, 40 plus degrees is a normal occurrence. Here in Europe, again, I'm here in my working study room. The room is built in such a way that it keeps the heat in the room. So therefore, that's a difference. And therefore, 31, 32, 33 degrees. At the moment, it's saying 30 degrees. Outside, inside, most probably 32, 33. It's too hot. These fan base clubs are there. So it's also reason toxic fan base or not? Sanskar, the fan base clubs, I think more fans get involved. So therefore, there are bigger conversations happening. So therefore, and at the moment, I think it's a general thing. I think toxicity is a problem, I think, with India in general in a lot of areas, even outside of football. Do you like water polo sports? I can watch it, but not. It's an Olympic thing, right? So yeah, maybe, but I'm not outside of Olympics. Toxic fans are a general problem in India. No, many toxic IPL fans. Yeah, Blue. Exactly. That's that's the reality, right? If ISL Indian players not increase gameplay, I feel other league will overtake ISL in hockey, basketball leagues, and many more sports. I really don't know. Yeah, hockey has to prove it because this will be the third attempt in a pro league, hockey pro league in India. Let's see if it works. Basketball still not done. So let's see. When FIFA banned India, thinking it yet to come long ago, how did you feel? Only I tried to avoid the ban. I know that the ban letter was ready for quite a while. People didn't believe me. As I said, I tried to help to avoid the ban, but the people who were in control thought it's not going to happen to India, and that sort of arrogance just doesn't work in my opinion, and it's failed. Again, as I say, it's failed, and yeah, it's hurt Indian football quite a lot. So that these are realities and very disappointing realities. But um, for me personally, it was a sad day because I felt in my mission um, to try and avoid a ban, I failed personally. So again, but if people don't believe you, does controversy, like club versus country during Asian Games, this unnecessary beneficial in football or determine foot as fans increase reach stuff, etc. Harry Maguire, there is a certain base of fans who like these kind of sort of controversies. But to me, I think the fans who are sort of outside and just want to watch a little bit of football here and there, for them, I think it's not to their liking. That would be my assumption. Any positive about AIFF? We had so much negative and nothing else. See, the biggest positive with the AIFF is that the AIFF is keeping the system running with all its problems and all its flaws. That's the biggest success of the AIFF. Yeah. So therefore, do you think Harry Maguire is struggling because he's lost form on transition period? Well, I don't know. I don't follow Harry Maguire that closely where I can make a really judged opinion. What is better, ISL club to join in India to what is better, ISL club to join in India to play games? Sanskar depends on your position, I would say. So for me, you have to see what works for you. Do you have players in these positions? Don't you have players in the? If you're an Indian centre back at the moment and you're decent, if you're a striker, then you have a problem. Why would FSTL want to continue investing if they could not reach the targets, and what were their targets? Tushar, I think I'm not in a position to talk about their targets, but they've failed their targets because and to me, we discussed the targets pre the start of the ISL 10 years ago, and they've not been met. That's the reality, because the aim was to make the league grow, bring in more sponsors, make the investments for the investors profitable. So these are the realities, right? And they've not fulfilled them. So yeah, that's where we stand. When you say our past is not growing, for what about I-League are competitive enough in past compared to Durand? I-League is a league, Durand is a tournament, so competitiveness is different. Earlier was critical of ISL teams sending reserve teams for Durand Cup, but after recent results of Kerala versus Mohun Super Giant, I get their point now. What does the team gain by thrashing amateur club 6-0? Ishan, exactly. I'm late today. Welcome back, Kumar. Yep, or onward East Bengal done. AIFF website shows it good for the legalities for Bagan. Yeah, let's see. China had almost 91 medals, but we had not even, if you combine Olympic medals, still we're not 92. Yeah, these are, Sanskar, these are realities, right? Our politicians, our people are talking about things, and we are not even at the level or close to that level to be able to get to. That's the sad part, right? That is, in my opinion, the saddest part of all of these conversations and discussions, that we're not there where we want to be or need to be. That's the real challenge, in my opinion. Sir, Postlove, I've pinged you. Please check. I'll do that. Do you think FIFA ban affected Goal Canada? Because I thought they might create certain impact. I thought they'd done decent in AFC for first time. Yeah, in the women's one, certainly they could have, but again, they were denied. Vision 2047 criticized so much that they only paid not implementation. It's a nice PPT, right? It's a nice PowerPoint presentation, and it doesn't have any implementation aspects to it. No, that's another problem. What does City will provide? Any financial support? It's just a PR and marketing partner. They do support Mumbai City financially, be it directly or be it indirectly via sponsors. Do you think people run football think we don't care, or arrogance are issues? Ferries drove run quotes for years. Right. It's the court thing is not the fault of the administration. No? It's the workings of the court. Just wanted to let you know that JFC earned profit of 2 crores. Gaurav, not happening. Sorry. I would like to then see the Tata sponsorship real valuation and then the Tata sponsorship unreal valuation. So therefore, no chance of profits. How New Zealand is so good that they have 10 gold medals, like 50 lakh population. Bro, they're good in sports. We talked about Australia earlier today. New Zealand is another example which is very, very good in sports overall. It's our problem, right? It's not theirs. We are not good enough. That is the challenge that India has. No? New Zealand is a multi-sports country. Hockey, they're good. Look at the high jump was won by them. Yeah. And the thing is, yeah, rugby, cricket, a lot of sports. I feel we should not host Olympic. No host teams now come in the top 10, and we aren't even close to top 10. If we host, then the biggest insert for our country in the Olympic level. Sanskar, I think you have a point. I think India needs to try and get to a certain level. But again, it's something that the politicians want, so therefore that's going to be a difficult discussion. Manolo Marquez just posted an article about Changte. He tells us he is best for his development, still desire to play. I'm sure Narinzola Changte will want to play abroad. He has the potential to play abroad. I've seen this player when he was young. I've seen him when we helped him to go to Norway, and I know what the Norwegian said. Therefore, yeah, I would love to see him abroad. So let's see. But for him, yeah, again, for his family, for his surety, will be interesting to see how it works out. Alternate say that there was a team which is going to face us only 2 foreigners in the squad, which that's what do you think is going to beat them, as they're going to face team with almost all locals? Harry Maguire, it's not a question of locals. The Iranians also last year played against Nasaji, or most of the Iranian teams will play with local players against other teams in the Champions League. Right? So therefore, don't take them lightly. It's a tough opponent, and let's wait and see what East Bengal can do. East Bengal has home advantage in 2 days. So therefore, I would hope that East Bengal beat them, but it's another level. So let's hope, yeah, it works out. Does a low per capita impact in becoming a football nation? Utsav, I don't think so. There are many more countries who are better than us in football, or much better than us in football, whose per capita is even less. It's not per capita. Let's see. India, another thing, we have had decent development. It was very good program in our opinion. So my opinion. So yeah, but it's no longer there. I said, what's the minimum time for ACL2 registration? Anwar can play on 14th Facebook. News coming has been registered for Durand. EB taking risks. Shomo, of course they're taking risks because there will be some sort of punishment meted out. So therefore, ACL registration, I would have thought. I would have thought 72 hours, maybe, I think. I would have said. I don't, but qualifiers, I don't know. No, sorry. For the league stage, I think it is a week to 10 days before a competition. I don't know what it is for qualifiers. I say, what's the. I think 14th looks tough, but yeah, Sunday, potentially, Durand, East Bengal, Mohun Bagan would be interesting to see. Another Manolo mentioned that he will play with 2 strikers if needed. It means he will also forfeit to formation if needed, he said in press conference. Kumar, if he's asked that question, that if you would be willing to play with 2 strikers, he said, no, I'll only play with 1. Right? So therefore, to me, he likes his 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. That's going to be the likely one. And 4-4-2 might be an option for him if they're behind and they need to score. Please go through to the link article on sports. Gaurav, I will do. AIFF to field U20 team in I-League. Did Kalyan say anything about that today? I don't know. Mehta was centre back, right? Where Mehta was you was MCFC coach. Sanskar, depends on who is available as centre back. Right? And at the moment, I don't know which other centre back you can play. We've got injuries also with our wing backs, so I would say that Mumbai City will play Mehtab as a centre back. If it was about Manolo, then I saw it. So India U20 playing in I-League for next season. If that's true, that's great. If the AIFF has the budget to do that, brilliant. But let me just check one thing. One second. I just have to check if I've received the press release from the AIFF. Just bear with me 1 second. Just bear with me 1 second. I just have to. Just 1 second, just wait for me. Okay, nothing in the AIFF press release, so let's wait and see. So do you think this whole Anwar issue got a lot of unwanted attention, so much controversy and mudslinging with clubs was needed? Ishan, no, it wasn't needed, but it happened. Manzoro Ochoa, which players will start from say and bench? Assume both are not injured. I would, if you ask me, without having seen any practice, I would say Tural. So he says Shayan Mukherjee reported. Okay, then there will be some truth to it, but again, the AIFF might do another separate announcement. But yeah, how do you see India's Iraq friendly match? Are they played decent? Iraq took the match as a practice match. Iraq took it as a practice match. Do you think we'll wait till before signing any centre back? Blue, no idea. Again, they were trying to sign Pritham. Yeah. If India won the match against Qatar, do you think fans and ego saga will not happen? Your thoughts? I think it's too late. Please rank 5 best Indian defenders at the moment, sir. If fit, Rahul Beke would be top at the moment. If fit, Sandesh ahead of Anwar, those will be my top 3. Thereafter, Sana Singh would be 4. And Mehtab Singh would be 5. Sir, I like the point that Manolo raised in press conference of players not giving everything or playing for their country, lack of passion, understand what it means to play for national. Yeah, but that's Ishan, that's what I've been saying, right? That's been my feeling as well. Can we play Europe for Division Cup with our good team? It will be good exposure. Theoretically, yes. Why not, Murali? Basically, in and outs are back. If it is that the case, it would be good. My question would be, do we have the funds in the AIFF to fund such a program? That would be my question to the federation. at the moment, right? That do we have enough funds in the AIFF? Again, there were talks that they didn't have enough money, so let's wait and see. Who is winning? Who is winning the Durand? To me, I think East Bengal Mohun Bagan will be interesting. Who wins that one? The Blasters look strong. BFC looks strong. I have so many. I don't know if. As a child, I loved to travel in the summers to India. That was great. And my childhood, a lot of fun here in Germany. So let's see. I'm hopeful about Depend on Saurav at the moment. Lost all hope with Sumit of seeing last CFL match. Let's see, Ripam. Can Anwar play on 18? Deboshi, good question. I honestly don't know. Because let's let the registration officially formally go through. Again, it's showing on the AIFF side, but the PSC has it. Mohun Bagan can still go to FIFA and have an injunction. Let's wait and see. Why Mehtab even at 5, even some mistake is semi-final sheet met? Sanskar, name me a better centre back. Rank 3 lowest and highest points of Indian football. I think the lowest of the low certainly has to be India not playing the 1950 FIFA World Cup. Has to be the lowest of the lows. The second one will be the FIFA ban in 2022. And the third one, doesn't come to mind at the moment. What could be a low? Most probably, yeah, this year losing to Afghanistan would be a low for me. And highest of the highest for me, the highest top one would be the highest would be India winning against Thailand in the AFC Asian Cup 2019. Our win 2001 against the UAE 1-0 in Bangalore on the 8th of April. And the third one is a more personal one. Me playing for Bayern Munich in the Legends game in Kolkata in 2010 against East Bengal. That was, I mean, who am I that I am playing in a Bayern Munich jersey against East Bengal in the 10-3 win? So that was a personal high. I jokingly said this is something which you can't buy, right? I mean, I jokingly said at lunch, I would love to play for East Bengal, for Bayern Munich once in Kolkata against East Bengal. Listen, lovely thing. And I was given that opportunity, played 18 minutes. Yeah, what more can I ask? So therefore, that would be part of, actually the playing for Bayern would be most probably my number one thingy. So, but again, if I want Indian football, and if you want general Indian football, what would be the third one? Start of the ISL in 2014, even though Mumbai City lost 3-0 against Electric Kolkata. That was an electric night of football in Kolkata. Not the electric night of just football, but the whole thing. I felt very, very special. Yep, former registered. Any moment you decide I did wrong, so I decided to step on analysis. No, nothing that Mumbai City did wrong. I just felt, I wasn't happy with myself, and then I decided I'll leave. Will you watch the derby online if possible? Ripon, I'll have to see because I've got local football over here, which I want to watch. So let me see if I can watch it. Not sure at the moment. Preetham Kotal at top over Mehtab. Sanskar, that's I was asked my opinion. You can have a different top 5. In which position you play, sir? I played on the left wing attacking. Do you think Constantine done a decent job, not only India, other parts of the world? Limited resource, good foundation nearby. Yeah, Morally, he has done multiple times. Do you think Indian centre backs are only good enough to play as centre back in back 3 or play as full backs? If not, then sit on bench. And do you think Anwar is there in top 5, 7? I say fond towards. I don't think so. Harry, even in a top 2, 2-man back line, you've got one foreigner, one Indian. The foreigner is going to be the better one always, right? Name me an Indian centre back who's better than the foreigner he played with last season. Preetham didn't even play most matches last year. It was 2 years back when he was Mohun Bagan, top 5. East Bengal did wrong in the saga, although I'm an East Bengal by heart, but it was kind of wrong from our side. Why do you think East Bengal did that? Deboshi, this is good to hear. As an East Bengal fan, as I say, I also sympathize with East Bengal. I would say there's a level of desperation at East Bengal club to be successful after having won the Super Cup and now creating aspirations. And I say this again and again, East Bengal did a very, very good job in the transfer window, right? And up to this Anwar episode, Mehdi Talal sealed early. You bring in Diamantakos, good striker. David as a backup. You get Jeekson from the Blasters, great signing. Devjit as a very, very good backup to Rabsukan. The one or the other player here and there. Mark Zoe, for example, as a left back. So East Bengal is doing well. And then this Anwar opportunity came around. I think it is, if you ask me, I think it's misjudgment. You believed what the Godfather told you, and then you were stuck in this. And that is sad because I thought East Bengal was doing very, very, very well. But I also still think East Bengal will most probably need another summer transfer window next year to sort out those things which are missing. And then they could be top. So that would be, what I think, how I would have approached it was East Bengal. Koro or Beche, choose on one only. I would go with Batok Beche, the partner. Do you think coach who comes from the nation, they're surprised by certain things they should have according to condition? They complain a lot. Is it true or false? It happens sometimes that they complain because they're used to a different standard. No? Will Anwar only ban or East Bengal? Molly, I don't know. There's this Mumbai versus Rokas BFC versus the West Goa versus Havas ATK versus what was the best team of all time. I said, difficult, very difficult. These are all good teams that you're mentioning, but I would have most probably picked Lobera's Mumbai City rather than theirs. But maybe I'm wrong. Wait, what? Now I play for Bayern. Yeah, Tushar, I played for Bayern 2010 for the Legends. I played. My joke with my very good friend Mr. Randy Singh has always been, I was on the pitch with 6 World Cup winners. You've played only with 1 on the field. So that was, and I played for an European club. Mr. Singh didn't. So that was my joke with Randy, and that's why and for me again, the greatest footballing moment of my life on that November night in 2010 in Kolkata. Playing for Bayern Munich for the Legends. I came on for Paul Breitner. Paul Breitner, until Kylian Mbappe, was the only guy to score in 2 World Cup finals in 1974 and 1982. And great honor. And that's why, as someone who loves Bayern Munich as a club, who loves Bayern Munich as an institution, as how the club operates and runs, there's, I think, no other club in the world who runs like that. It was the greatest honor for me ever in Kolkata against East Bengal at the Salt Lake Stadium to play 17 minutes of football in a Bayern Munich jersey. Do you think current Roy Krishna is actually better than the one of the most type of strange striker which signed last year? Cummings and our strange players here overhyped and overpaid except 1 or 2. Cummings scored his goals, and you will ask him, So yes, are they overhyped? Most probably. They're overpaid. Overhyped, I don't know. I think every player who now goes to Kolkata is overhyped in some sort of form. That's the problem, right? The Kolkata media, the fan channels, whatever it is, the fans, social media, it overhypes every player. To me, but Roy Krishna is a legend of the ISL. Think about it, an Indian origin guy from Fiji. Any funny moments in analysis season one which you remember till now? Yeah, Murali, I remember towards the end of the season, we were supposed to fly to Delhi. And I wasn't, and not only me, two, three guys of us weren't sure where we're flying to because we were flying left, right, and center. We were already 2.5 months on the road, literally, and therefore that's the thing. Lobena, Mumbai City Blues, they beat ATK. Okay, no. I like Lobena's score more than Lobena's more because of Koro, so I said that. Okay. So here's the footage of your special mode Bayern Munich. Ishan, I think there are some YouTube videos of that. There's certainly, I certainly, this is one picture in the Hindustan Times. I'm trying to score a goal against Subroto Pal's father-in-law. We're trying to head in, and he actually literally does a wheelie to not allow me, which is quite funny that he was our goalkeeping coach at Mumbai City, so I signed him later. Yeah. Blue Ogbeche and Adam Lefondre does not play together, otherwise story will be different. Favorite match of Oliver Kahn in Salt Lake. Do you know how this happened? Mohun approaches or Bayern? Because from that match, I become Mohun Indian football fan. China was involved. I was part of the Bayern Munich team at the time of the club. Yeah, and yeah, it was great fun. 125,000 people in the stadium. Let's see. Sir found the video. I don't know how many minutes did you come on for Bayern? 75th, 77th, 75th, 74th. I think 74th, if I'm not wrong. If you found it, Ishan, if you can just send it to me also. I haven't seen it actually in a while. Seem unlike Koro and Roy most surprised. Yeah. How significant has the involvement been in shaping his most summer transfer and the ongoing development? Umair, the coach, has surely been involved, but again, in India, the clubs also do certain transfers. Meaningless all the contact in front of a live Corn Cup se dil se kuch nahi. Yeah. Do you think centre back are not glorified as much as strikers? They don't get the same limelight? Yeah, surely. How you watched Azad play in the very recent match between Ismail Downton Mills? What's your take on him? Deboshi, I have not been able to watch the Durand Cup. So therefore I can't have an opinion. No, Ishan. Not India versus Bayern. I didn't play for the first team. I played for the Legends. Bayern Munich versus East Bengal Legends. So no, that's the wrong match. If I have video, can play the Bayern match. I played in the video. You got to post your highlights on the channel, and I'd love to see it. I don't have the highlights. That's the problem. I never got a video copy of it. I know there was something online, but I haven't seen it. How does Roy Krishna possess the qualities of a foreign player, even though he was born in a country like Fiji? AK3814, born Fiji, football-wise brought up in New Zealand and Australia, and again, exceptional talent. Roy Krishna to Fiji is what Baichum used to be to us. Do you have any information of the substitute on Chaitanya? Not at the moment. No, nothing. So being in East Bengal is not a karma, is a which kind of thing as I refer to that Tolge saga. Devadipto, that Tolge thing was so long ago. We've had the Baichung issue as well. I would rather say if you want karma, I hope that karma doesn't hit back East Bengal on the 22nd when the PSC will come out with this judgment. This is wrong. I've said it's wrong. And East Bengal has to do better than this, to me. This whole celebration thing it's not warranted. When Tolge happened, it was a different time. The rules weren't what they are today, but the rules are the way they are. So therefore, yeah, that's it. Which ISL club's foreign scouting network is strong? Means even if the best players did, they will bring same level as the best. Mumbai City, Sanskar. How does Roy Krishna said that even though I was born in country, I will try, but again, as I said, most probably on the Sunday I'll be out. So let's see if I can watch it or not. Do you know which team has used the best sun window this season? Umair, as I've said a few times, I think, Mumbai City. Oops, I thought it was the India Bayern match. Tech Trots has posted game footage on YouTube. Yeah, My idea was to do it as a testimonial for Baichung. I'm so privileged that I was in the stadium. I can't very much that two boys now become legend. Miller, Tony Kroos. I wonder. I see this when they were states. Tony Kroos was there, not Thomas Müller. Thomas Müller came the next year. He played 2009 for Bayern, Bayern's B team. Do you think Man will be able to challenge for title? They haven't had good last year, but very good, but doesn't perform. Will change them. Difficult one. Let's see if United can really, again, looks like they're gonna sign some players. Let's see too. If you were again a footballer in your next life, which country would you love to be born? I'm not a footballer, so let's be very clear about that, Deboshi. I'm not a footballer. I was given the opportunity to play. I'm a small time amateur footballer, nothing more, nothing less. And if you ask me if I was born as a footballer, I would love to be born in Germany and playing for Germany. Certainly, that's mine. I'm born here. I'm born here in the football culture. That's something. Apu and Anwar was the highlight in transfer window. Agree or not? Yeah, McLaren too. Those ones were the most discussed. So again, how do you rate New Zealand past people we have to match right now? I think they jumped. I think they're way ahead of us. How does the second and third choice goalkeeper cope up with not enough game time most of the cases? Rupam, that is the challenge. Right? That's the challenge for you, that you have to be good enough to be able to perform to the highest levels, right? So therefore, to me, that's the challenge that they have. So yeah, let's for goalkeepers, it's never easy. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see where it goes. But goalkeepers have to be there, ready. When a goalkeeper gets injured, you have to be ready. And then sometimes you have to take a step back and then try and see what happens. Also want to compensate here. We have to, but yeah, if only Anwar performs well, unlike Tolgate. Yeah, let's see. And I think the punishment this time around will be harder if the rules are applied. While you work with Punjab, appreciate word with entire corporate run, but what's your experience? Marathon, I dealt with him. I dealt with him also around the FIFA ban. Ask him what he did, what he didn't do, and the less I say, the better. Luna FC Goa was most loyal player. They're both loyal, very loyal. Right, guys, the bell just rang. It's 8 o'clock here in Germany to get ready for dinner. It's quite hot over here. As always, like this video, share this video, subscribe to arunfoot. Where are we now? We have, let's check quickly. Reloading. 45 likes. Okay, let's get it to 50 if we can. And we have 1,477. So thank you very much for the new followers. And those who haven't, please subscribe. Those who haven't, click the like button. Thanks a lot. And I'll be back tomorrow. Just quickly, Blue says, by the way, Dheeraj is better now, probably 2 weeks he'll be back. Good news. Good to hear about Dheeraj. Is it okay to be loyal in football or to be a glory chaser? Be loyal. Don't chase glory. Devoshi. Otherwise, I wouldn't be supporting Indian football as I have. I do support Germany. Yes, I do support Bayern, but I also support my local club and they play sixth division football. So therefore, that's it. I only work in football model. I don't have other jobs. Which ISL teams excited most in the ISL? Too early, Sanskar. Let's speak about it when it is. So therefore, let's end it here tonight, guys. Thanks a lot for rejoining. Try and do a live tomorrow. And as always, as I said, like this video, share this video, subscribe to arunfoot. Let's get it to 1,500 and then higher. Thank you to those of you who are following, those of you who are asking questions. I'm trying to be as honest as I can. And let's keep this going. So therefore, good night. I'll see you tomorrow.